Well, hello there, and good evening. Why is my audio not coming on? Oh, my audio is on. Yeah, there we go. Sorry about that. I am on. Ta-da! Well, good evening, everybody. I'm JB, and this is JB's Brickbox. And we've got a lot of things planned for tonight. The first thing and foremost, I wanted to talk about this deal I got on Facebook Marketplace. This is the Imperial Assault Carrier, something along those lines. I'm not sure. This wasn't the reason that I bought this lot. I paid $40. I got this ship and then one of those huge AT-ATs. That AT-AT has been disassembled, painstakingly disassembled. I knew that it had parts missing to it, and I went ahead and April and I actually spent almost all day yesterday disassembling and going through that whole set because we knew it was missing pieces. Didn't know it was missing quite so many pieces, but everything in that set is awesome. It's cool because all of the pieces are like standard Lego pieces. So there was nothing special. It wasn't like I had to special order parts. So the 100 or so parts that I'm going to need are only going to cost about $12. So not a huge deal whatsoever. Also got this big ship, which is huge. This was more expensive than the AT-AT when it was initially came out. Although the AT-AT is technically worth more now. But this is actually designed to have these little TIE fighters that come with it. They get attached to the bottom like I'll put one on the back here like so, and then there's a button in the back here that you press and it drops it. Ready? And ha, how cool is that? Action feature, folks. Action feature. So anyway, it came with 2 of these. It's actually supposed to come with 4 in the used set. You know, that's what happens. We're up in the air on whether I'm going to disassemble this and then get it prepared to be reassembled. It all depends on what all I'm missing and whatnot. I don't know if I want to spend the kind of energy on it that I spent with the other set, because that set was, that was busy. That was one busy day. I was all Legoed out yesterday. It's one of the reasons I didn't get on last night. The other reason, of course, Game of Thrones was on, and I didn't want to go on afterward because it was just too late. So, anyway, there's our... It has a little handle there to hold it up. Nice center of gravity handle. And boom, there's that. So I'm going to set that off to the side, hopefully not break it any further. And that's that. So let me go over the things that I'm going to build today. And those things are some of my favorite sets. The Women of NASA, which is it's a relatively simple set for what it is. We got this on clearance a couple of, about a month or so ago. A couple of months ago. It has Margaret Hamilton, Mae Jemison, Sally Ride, and Nancy G. Roman. And so we'll build all these. It's just a bunch of little sets there. I have built this before. Pieces are all over in these bags here. And we'll get that built. And the other thing I'm going to build tonight is... This was one of my first Lego sets that I bought as an adult fan of Lego. This is the Mars Curiosity Rover. This was an ideas project. In fact, I think it was one of the first projects that came under the ideas header. It used to be called CUSO or something along those lines. But it's got a really, really neat little booklet in here with that explains everything about the Mars rover, the actual Mars rover, and all that stuff. I'm kind of a nerd about these kind of space things, man. But this was a really fun build. And it's all disassembled. Those pieces are all over here. And there's 4 or 5 bags over here. So that's that. Before we get to building, however, I would like to build a custom Unikitty to go into my custom Unikitty palace. Custom Unikitty subscriber palace designed and built by April. And this is where my subscriber go. This one represents April here. She was my first subscriber. And so we put that up on Saturday. I did a brief stream on Saturday. And I got another sub. And now it's time to give that sub their place in the palace. And I reached out to that person, Lavender Ghost, bless her heart, she's awesome, and asked her what kind of Unikitty she would like, and she said she really liked the lizard. She thought the lizard was adorable, so we're going to make her her own lizard to put in to the sub palace. So real simple, and then we'll get to those other builds. But I wanted to say thank you to her and to everybody out there who supported me here on the Brick Box. I cannot believe how awesome everybody has been since I joined here. There's our Unikitty face. Here are the legs. We're going to go white foot. You know, 2 leg pieces for each one. White and then a yellow. White and then a yellow. Just like so. Like normal lizard feet, huh? Wouldn't you say? Give her a lizard's tail. Tail goes on this end. Just like so. Neck. I'll build up the rest of the head real quick too. There's 1 ear, 2 ears. We're going to add in a yellow horn holder here. And then boom. Nice pretty green horn. Just like so. I might swap that out for the darker green horn. I thought that it would look good with the lighter green, but I think that it's going to look better with the darker green. Anyway, camera's not focusing, so I'm going to go ahead and plunk that right on there. And that is Lavender Ghost's very own custom Unikitty, and that's going to go right here in the Unikitty Palace. She's going to get her own little spot right here on this first tier, like so. Ta-da! Thank you so much for believing in me and supporting the Brick Box. It's just wonderful. Oh, hey, April. Thank you very much for resubscribing. I'm going to build you a custom Unikitty right now. Boom. There it is. Already built. Ta-da! Thank you so much. Anyway, there's Lavender Ghost and there's April. And that's going to do it for that. We're going to set that off to the side over here. It's nice and out of the way. Haha! Yay! You got some fancy emojis or emotes for that sub. Alrighty, let us build the Curiosity Rover. And here's a cool thing that I just built, I just designed in here today into the Brick Box this afternoon. A lot of people want to see these instructions, so look what I've done. Boom, right there, just like so. And let me put up, that's the Women of NASA set. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the Rover set, like so. Boom. And now we can just cycle through our instructions like so. So first things first, we've got to get through all the instructions that talk about, you know, the thing. I don't even think that at this size you can read all that, but that shows all the neat little science stuff on there. That is a really cool, if you don't know much about the Curiosity Rover, I highly recommend looking it up. It is an amazing piece of machinery, and just watching the video of how that thing landed onto Mars, all the engineering that went into just landing that darn thing on Mars is just spectacular. Anyway, it goes through, as usual with the Lego stuff, it goes through Spanish and French. El Rover Curiosity. Anyway, and here we are on step 1. Let me go ahead and get these pieces out. I'm not married to having that down in that lower right corner like that. If you guys think of a better place, this is a really simple bag here. A real simple bag. This is just our terrain set here. Alrighty, so we're going to start with this like here, just like so. And then, oh, no, not just like so. Just like so. Already beep, beep, beep in this one. And then that goes there. And then this goes underneath, like so. And we'll do the same thing over on the other side over here. Oh, this should be over further. There we go. Same thing over on this side. We're just building some terrain for our rover to stand atop. And then boom, boom, boom. And after bag one, that's what we have. Just some simple terrain. And our rover will actually sit right on top of this, just like so. So, boom. Looking good. I'm going to set that off to the side because we won't need that for a while. I'll set that right up there. I'm going to bring this into frame a little bit so if people do join, they can see what we're building. Right there. That's a happy place for it, wouldn't you say? Alrighty. Now we move on to bag number 2 in this crazy set. The room is quiet tonight. I'm used to having some people chatting with me, but that's all right. See, we've got a couple of people watching, and I love it. Alrighty. So first things first, start with a base plate, just like so. Let's get these separated out a little bit. What do you think? Keep everything in view. I'm not used to having this large thing right in this area here, so I'm not sure if that's in the way or not. I might move that up here. We'll see. We will see. You know what? Let's try that. Let's see if we like that. Oops, wrong one. This is producing on the fly at JB's Brick Box. That just a tad smaller, like so. And now put that down just a little bit, like so. Yeah, I think that's a little bit more out of the way. I was a little concerned about having it up there earlier. I thought maybe it would be more in the way up there, but I feel like it's more in the way down here. We'll see. We'll see. We can always move it back. No problem either way. Okay, I think that's enough separating out. The rest of these are tiny guys. We'll leave those out for now and move on to step 2. Boom. Step 2. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Just like so. And then we'll add these 2 1x3 bricks on top. If you're just joining me, the camera focus is still way off, so I can bring it up nice and close like that. Hey, good, look at that beauty. Bring it down there, and now my focus should be back on. Focus back on, everybody. Are we pleased with that? Alrighty. So now on this side, we'll kind of do the same thing with that brick, this brick, and our angled piece right here. So we're building the Curiosity Rover, and this is a beautiful set. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I say that about a lot of sets, I know, but this is one of those sets that I think is just, it's so true to the actual rover itself. And in fact, if I read correctly, it sounds like one of the designers on this, one of the original designers of the project, is actually one of the original designers of the actual rover. Which, how cool is that? All right, so we're going to go through this guy right here, and that sets up against that like so. And then that whole apparatus goes on like so. So we get a rod there. These 2 longer sets up like so and like so. And then we're going to put these binocular pieces on, but if memory serves, they're not going to stay on very long. With all the jostling that happens with setting this up, they wind up coming off, if I recall correctly. Oh goodness. Yeah, the piece jammed in there. There we go. Ta-da! Oops. I've used the wrong knob there. This is the knob that's supposed to go, or this is the rod that's supposed to go in there. Like so, and like so. Ta-da! All fixed. Didn't even need a beep 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 on that one. Two rods going through 2 bricks with Technic holes in them. Alrighty, now we will build this apparatus like so. That. And then that goes on the back, just like so. Now we'll use 2 of these guys. They will go on top of those, like that. And what am I missing here? Oh, that's what I've missed. That right there, and then this 2x3 piece goes in like so. Ta-da! Okay, now we're going to build a sensor, or like these, the rear end of this thing. So they start off with these 2 pieces here. We add on bricks like so, and then tile. So brick, plate, tile, just like that. We're going to make 2 of those. Brick, plate, tile. Ta-da! And those guys get attached right here, and they'll actually kind of somewhat hold these binoculars in place. Not a lot, but they help a little bit. Because these binocular pieces, man, they just pop right off while you're building. It's kind of annoying, but all right. Next, 2 more of these with just tiles on them to go outward from those. Like so. And then this piece goes over top, right in between those 2. Like so. Next, we add in our textured piece here and a non-textured piece over here. Set a brick down. Oops. Textured piece. Non-textured piece. Like so. And then this brick goes right in the middle. It's 2 by 6. And there's where we are after step 16, building the body of our Curiosity Rover. Ta-da! All right, moving on. Step 17 is just to place this brick right across the top like so. Step 21. We add in more pieces up here. This will hold all those little pieces in place. Next up, more decorating. Now it has those, oh I see. I flipped these a little bit too far forward or too far back. They belong here, so they overlap a little bit. No, that's not right. Oh, there should be 2 studs on these. I thought that when I was building it, but then when I looked at the instructions, it seemed like that wasn't the case. But yeah, that's like so. Let me get everything lined up pretty there. Yeah, that's much nicer. There we go. Now we can move on. That goes there. Hi, Justin. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate your support and everything. I appreciate everybody's support here on the Brick Box. Hang on a moment. I've got to grab my little rag. It got taken away from the old JB Bricks Box studio. But there's a lot of stuff on here that I'd kind of like to wipe off. Polish that up nice and pretty. Set that off to the side. All right. So next up, on to step 24. Pretty simple stuff. Boom, 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 and boom. These guys go in here and here. And we turn it over. We add in these 4 little guys to sort of hold it off the ground just a little bit. So there's where we are after the first bag of actual pieces. We had the original first bag was this terrain, but there's nothing to that. It's just 15 or so pieces. But that's what our little rover body looks like. Isn't she pretty? Okay, let's move on to the next bag, labeled bag number 3. We're going to put some science on this guy. Justin, do you like being able to see the instructions there in the corner? Does that help? Does it make things a little bit more viewable? Can you even read them? It's hard for me to tell on my little preview monitor here. I'm kind of trying to get a little bit of feedback on them because I'd like to know if they're sufficient. I'd like to know if they work, or if the instructions up there even work. And if not, what can I do to improve it? I don't want to make them too much bigger because, again, the focus should be here on what's being built. So moving forward with this Curiosity Rover, a couple of pieces there, lots of round stuff here. And again, I can't stress enough, if you don't know much about the Curiosity Rover, I highly recommend just looking it up, reading about all the neat stuff that this guy is doing up there for us, learning all sorts of stuff about our red planet. Okay, that is sufficient for separating these pieces out. I'm going to put these other pieces in this glass dish here. Just so they don't, there's a lot of roll around pieces in here and I don't want them rolling away. Oh goodness, thank you. That's awesome. Raid away, guys. Be happy to have all the people here in the old brick box. Okay, so moving on to step 1 of bag 2. So here's actually steps 1 and 2. Boom. Step 3 has us adding in 2 outward clips, and those go on top of this here and on top of this right here. Well, hello there. Hello, everybody. I'll welcome everyone in a moment. Okay, and then we put 2 of these guys on the fronts here and here. All right. Step 5. This brick goes onto the back, just like so. Hello, everybody that's new. We are doing good. We are doing great. In fact, right now we are building the Mars Curiosity Rover. Here, this is actually my first set that I bought as an A-full, and I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I'm midway through. I'm just started on the third bag of 4 bags. The first bag was really just this little terrain piece here, not much to it. Yes, this is the Lego Ideas one. It is a wonderful set. It's so true to what is going on. And I was reading in here that the designer for this set, the original designer who submitted it, is actually one of the people who worked on the actual rover that's on Mars right now. That's fantastic. What a fantastic thing. I mean, not only did he help design the actual Mars rover, he helped design the Lego version of it to help spread the word and you know, get science out there. Well, welcome everybody. This is JB's Brickbox. I'm JB, and this is what I do. I just build Lego. I build Lego and I chat with you guys, and that's about that. And I'm so happy to have everybody on board. And if you guys will forgive me for showing off my new and, well, brand new sub wall. April created this. My wife April made this Unikitty Palace, and for everybody who subscribes, they get their own custom Unikitty to go on to the Unikitty Sub Palace. Ta-da! So far, only 2 on there. We'd love to have some more on there if we can, but for now, we're going to set that to the side and get back to the show. Or a puppycorn, exactly right. Yes, if you'd like a puppycorn. I have an insane amount of Unikitty and puppycorn parts because I went a little bit crazy with the blind bags. They had them on sale. They had them on clearance at our Walmart for $1 each. So I bought a bunch of them. In fact, if you scroll down on my Instagram, you can see a picture of all of them, along with the huge Ultra Caddy set from Lego Movie 2. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked here. Let's get back to building. So we are on step 7 of this bag. Those 2 go there. We need to add in that guy right like that. Black stud piece, or oh, that's a black tile piece. There it is, right like so. Thank you folks all for coming here to watch me build Lego tonight. I hope you like what you see. I do this every Monday and Wednesday, and I try to get on every Sunday evening as well. It's been a little bit tougher lately with Game of Thrones being on Sunday evenings and moving on into the time that I would normally be on. But those will resume more consistently very soon. Those Sunday the Sunday streams. There's my black cheese wedge right there. And then 2 dark bluish gray studs. Gonna finish out that little area like so. Hey everybody up here. Oh wow, fantastic. Thank you so much for all the follows, everybody. We appreciate it. Thank you for bringing everybody in here, Brick and Nick. I appreciate it. Brick and Nick has been a wonderful supporter of the Brick Box since I've gotten here. How do my instructions look up there? It's very difficult for me to tell here on my monitor if they look any good, if they're even worth having up there. And it might look better when they are the normal background color. Is it quite a good size? They look all right? Good. Good. I was a little bit concerned. I really prefer not having a bunch of stuff on the screen, but I wanted to go ahead and have instructions on there because I know folks like to follow along, and it's easier for me because now I've got them up on a computer, And you may have run into this as well, the fellow streamers out there, when you're reading a manual with all these lights around, it gets a little, you know, the all the flare that comes off of it makes it very difficult to follow. All right, so from here we're going to add 2 more of these binocular pieces. So let's go there and there, like so. And then this whole apparatus will get attached right back here. Hopefully. Why aren't you going on there? Was I off center a little bit? Might have been off center a little bit. There we go. Just a little bit off center. We try to keep our bricks clean around here. Okay, so from there we're going to move on to step 27, which is just to add these 2 pieces here and here. I don't know if you can read that little blurb up in the corner there, but it says temperatures on Mars can get as cold as minus 199 degrees Fahrenheit, which is pretty cold from what I hear. I've never been in 199 degrees below zero. I've been in 80 below zero, at least the wind chill. But yeah. No, I didn't think so. That's why I was reading it for them. Because if I see all that text up there, the first thing I think, oh, not a problem. Thank you so much for rating. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the new folks that are in here. And we will see you. Have a good day at work tomorrow. All righty. Add that on top there. That there, and then we need these 2 upper clip pieces here. Oh, wonderful! Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the sub. We're gonna have to get you custom Unikitty or Puppycorn. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the support everybody's given me here. I've only started this a month or so ago, and it's what a wonderful little area of Twitch here. I thought that with Twitch it was going to be nothing but video game streaming and things of that nature, which, you know, I'm not against. I think it's perfectly fine for the folks who are into that, but it's not my style. So let's add that in right like so. Neat little antenna piece there. And then, oh, no, that's the wrong one. This guy actually goes over here. It's a good thing I'm not working on the actual rover, huh? I did a tour of NASA's facility in Maryland a number of years ago. I did a tour there. I was actually kind of scoping the place out. I was considering getting a job there. As well, that's wonderful. It's nice to have you here, Gretel. So nice to have you here. BTB, would you like me to build you a Unikitty now? Or a Puppycorn now and put it on the old sub palace? Or would you like to wait and we can whisper about how we're going to get that all done and we can set it up on Wednesday? Either way is fine with me. I don't mind dropping everything because I am just tickled pink to get the support here. Alrighty. There's some more little equipment there. Oh yeah, let's do it. Okay, give me just 2 seconds to get the stuff out of the way here. You know what? Let's get through this bag. We're going to get through this bag real quick, and then we're going to build that Unikitty. Boom, boom, boom. We've already got that piece in place here. Now we'll do that one there, and oh, there it is. Ta-da! Yes. It's a really, really neat setup that they've got here to get all of the pieces to move around freely like the actual wheels of the actual rover do. A lot of really, really neat Lego engineering here. Okay, and we need these two pieces here, and those guys are going to go in here and in here. And then we will add in, we got a hatchet piece and a little bushing, and that will go in just like so. And that will hold in between these two pieces. Science. Hey, cool, my camera's cooperating. That's fantastic. But yeah, that's where we are so far after 35 steps. Oh, this is actually 35 steps on the second project, or on the second bag. All right, let's... Boom. Oops. Put this piece on here. And it goes in like so. Oops, there we go. This is a little reactor that we're building right now. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those, and onto those we will add 6 gold grates. 6 gold grates. Sorry. And then those guys go boom, boom. Focus again. So we focus up there. That's good. Bring it down. Okay. And boom. Like so. And then this piece attaches in to here. Is that right? I think it's got to go one more bit over. Oh, of course. Oh, that's the way it's supposed to be. Okay, good. And then those all, no, see, that's incorrect. There we go. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's correct. Because these just fold in like so, all the way around. But it seems like this piece should be even with the top or the bottom there, and it's not, which is what's strange to me. But we'll get that figured out in the next step. Because this guy just attaches back here into that hole that we've made earlier. And those should actually be folded down flat. There we go, little nuclear reactor, and then that gets attached in. like so. And there we have it. Got a nuclear reactor in there. Ta-da! All right, next. We'll build in. We'll go ahead and dump these out for now. Over there. Okay. Build 2 of these. Which go here. And then that goes through like that. Building the wheel sections here. And like so. And these attach in to both of those balls like so. Get back in there. Oops, get on there. Okay. So there's one. And here comes the second one. Attached to that ball there and that ball there. And that gives us that steering like so. Pretty awesome. Thank you so much for the host, buddy. Appreciate it. Alrighty. Okay, then. I think that this set of pieces that I've got here actually goes with the next bag. So what we're going to do is I'm going to set these off to the side, and we're going to work on that Unikitty. So I've got something on top of my Unikitty case here, but I'll move that right off there. I was showing everybody this ship that I bought off of Facebook Marketplace today earlier. You can see more about that on my Instagram page, JB4Reels. And that was sitting atop my Unikitty case. All right, BTV, what are we thinking? I've got one of just about every one of them in here. So I just need to know what kind of face and what kind of body and what kind of colors you'd like on it. And we will build that and get it set right up into the subscriber palace. Yeah. He knows what those faces look like. Has to be a puppy. Okay, so for the puppies, we have this silly puppy here. We've got the blue one. Got the cool shades one. And I believe this is the one that goes with the Dalmatian. So, anyone you'd like? Shades. I had a feeling you were going to go with the shades. Okay, so shades, what kind of, hey, where did that piece come from? That's not a Unikitty piece or a piece that goes with the rest of this. That may not even be a official Lego piece. Get that out of here. All right. Okay, so we've got the shades. We'll get the eyebrows to match that, unless you'd like a different color. Give him shades puppy corn comes with a blue tail. Oh, I'm trying to put a tail on this thing. Look at me. Look at me. All right. So, there's our tail. We will give him brown. Well, yeah, you can pick whatever one. I'm just going along. If he wants to add in anything, let me know. Let's pop on here. This is your show right now, BTB. That's the body. That's the body that normally goes with the shades one. Yeah, whichever one you want. He's got a little camera with him. Ta-da! He's got a camera. He's all ready to stream. So let's go with 10 and orange feet. Let me see if I can get it. There's another orange piece right there. Just like so. Get those other studs back in there. I give him black neck, I think, is probably the best bet with this fella here. And he gets a tan under part there. And then let's give him a red horn. Boom. And one white ear, one blue ear. Boom. Ta-da! There's our puppy corn. We'll go sit in the palace. He's a lucky guy. He's got two ladies here with him. I have been told that I need to stop and allow you to make it with me. So I'm going to set this over to the side. Are we happy with this Unikitty or this puppy corn? Come on, focus. He's fine. Is he fine? Is there anything you want to change about him? I'm serious. I don't mind whatsoever. This is my first one that I've built live with somebody, so maybe I wasn't giving you enough time. Okay. He's cool. We'll get that all dialed in and work with that later. And I'm going to set you right down here next to the April one. And we're going to find ways to get these identified on here with your names. I don't want to just Sharpie them on there, but awesome. Like I said, you're a lucky guy. You're in there with two ladies, Lavender Ghost and April. So there we have it. All right, we're going to set that off to the side, and I'm going to once again thank you so much for subscribing and believing in JB's BrickBox here. It is a wonderful feeling to have people on board here. It is awesome. It is awesome. All right, so moving on with our Mars Curiosity Rover. We had these pieces already, and now we're going to make axles and legs, or axles and legs, axles and wheels, that is. And he's got a big boom that comes out. Set those wheels off to the side over here. Okay, so here's where we are. I've already got this built through here, and that goes through like so, and this guy goes in like so. Oh, no. Like so, and like so. Then from there, we add in this angled piece here, and that right there. Alrighty, moving on, we're going to add a sleeve around this. Boom. And then another coupler at the end. I feel like I'm supposed to be making 2 of these, but we're going to move on. And if I've got to make 2, then I'll just make another one. No big deal. No big deal at all. Boom. Now, okay, that goes in like so. And then, oh, we need 2 of those, one there, 2. And then we add in another one of these guys, like so. Slip that in like that. And then, all right. That's not right. Did I miss a step up here? Let's see. Oh, I sure did. That goes there. And then this goes here, like so. And from there, we can add in a wheel. Like so. On the other side, shorty there, and one of the really short black Technic pieces goes in like so. Boom and boom, just like that. And then this gets attached in right like so. Get in there. There you go. And now we're going to add 2 more wheels to this in a moment. And that attaches in like so. Moving on, now we're going to add 2 more wheels. That one goes there, and this fella goes here. And then this whole apparatus attaches in here. Okay, so that goes through here, ideally. Just like that. Then you get that nice independent wheel set up there, which will be a lot better once we got the other side on. We're going to build that now. Oh, okay, so this wasn't one of those ones where you had to build two, because this one actually gets built the opposite way. So I should have figured that. All right, that goes in here, like so. Boom. This piece angles down, and then we'll add this black piece in like so. End piece there. Oh, wait. Sleeve, then an end piece. And then up here, we'll give it a sleeve and an end piece. Just like so. And then this guy goes through here. Okay. Straight down like so. How's everybody else doing tonight? A good number of people on, lurking and watching, which is awesome. This is supposed to be the other way, like so. A small gray Technic bar goes in like so. Did I just knock out of focus again? Hold it up nice and close and then back down. Okay, good. I think we're back in business. Okay. That goes right like so. Oh, never did add that on there. Alrighty. Now we'll add 2 more wheels to this. Super easy. 1 axle, straight on through, and right in there. After I'm done building this, I'm going to build the Women of NASA set. Just 3 little mini dioramas with some of the ladies who've helped shape NASA into what it is today. Alrighty, and then this attaches to the other side, like so. Check that out. It is a full NASA Appreciation Day. Hey, good to see you. Good to see you. And it actually gives you a piece to kind of show off that awesome maneuverability here, just like so, which is awesome. Alrighty, so that's most of our rover, but there's still some more science that it needs. So let's build some more science, folks. All right, let me get this out of the way. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this fella here, and attach it onto the top of this fella here. And then there. So wonderful to see everybody here today. Okay. And then this whole apparatus will attach to our piece right here. Let's see. Oh, like so. Clips right on like that. Hello, Darkside. Good to see you. Good to see you. I honestly, I love that they did a Women of NASA set. I'm not a huge fan of the name. I thought that was a bit of a tacky name for the set. But I suppose I couldn't have come up with anything much better, so I try not to get on them too much about it. Okay. We're giving them a cool little thing here. That's wonderful. Well, hello there. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being part of the raid. Always appreciate, well, I mean, you guys know, I say it all the time. I appreciate any time anybody can stop in here at the Brick Box and watch me do this. Is wonderful to me. Let's see. So this piece will attach in like so. And we'll turn that over like so. And then that goes on top just like so. And that gives us the rover's face. It's probably, when you see the rover on TV, that's probably what you see. That little guy scanning around, checking out the surface of Mars. And again, I can't stress enough, if you haven't followed the Curiosity Rover, it's a really incredible system. Well, thank you very much. That's what I'm going for here. Big, comfy lounge chair. I just want people to feel comfortable. I want people to be relaxed. I want people to just come in here, and I mean, I really mean it when I call these chill sessions. I think it's important to be able to unwind. Everybody's got a lot of stuff going on in their lives all the time, and this building Lego helps to take me out of all of it. And if I can help take everybody else or anybody else out of what's going on in their lives for a little while, just have a little bit of fun, that's great. It's a wonderful feeling being a part of everyone's life here. Bushing right here. And this fella, no, not that fella, this fella right here. Like so. Yes, disassembling that AT-AT. Actually, to be honest, disassembling the AT-AT was very therapeutic. It was very, very fun to do the disassemble. Now, cataloging everything that we had and all the pieces that we may or may not have had, that was not fun. That was the part that was, oh man, it was such a tedious day yesterday. In fact, there was a point yesterday where I was like, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do Lego tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sit here and do this for folks tomorrow, but here I am, because why not? Okay, That was rough. Here in a second, after I'm done building this, before I take out the Women of NASA set, I'll pull out that box of pieces that I got with that set. It's a lot. I mean, it's 11 or 1200 piece set originally. The way I got it was about 1,000 pieces. We were missing about 120 pieces for it. But that set is a good example of what Lego used to do so right, which is it used to be that the sets would have just normal pieces. And to get all, I don't think any of the pieces that I have to order to complete that set were more than a penny on Bricklink. In fact, I had over 120 pieces that I'm ordering, and I think the total cost of both of those orders is $12. So, I mean, obviously some of them are more than a penny, 120, yada yada, but you get the picture. Now, there were some pieces I was like, I need 3 of these. I'm ordering 5. Because why not? Okay, another one of these cool binocular pieces. It's showing that going here, but I don't see a way to get that on there. Unless... Oh, I see what I've done. That piece should be like... No, that doesn't seem right. Hang on. We're going to get there, folks. Yeah, I need a stud on either side of that. And then... if that piece goes like this, though, there's no room to put that on there. It'll go on like so, and then this goes on the back here. Oh, turn it over. Boom. Oh, and then this goes up on top here. No, wait. What have I forgotten here? Okay, that goes there. This goes here. Is that right? Oh, I had this piece on incorrectly the first time. It does go there. There we go. Okay, I figured it out, folks. I used all the power of my brain, and boom, got this. Okay, we're going to attach that like so. And then this whole thing, oh, sorry. Like so. So that spins. And then this guy attaches on like so. And that allows you to science the ground a little bit. And that spins and it moves all over the place. And I'm going to go back for a moment and try to find out. I've got 3 pieces that did not get placed. Those 2 and this round piece here. I'm going to see where I forgot those real quick. Oh, okay. Well, that's where those 2 go. This one goes right here, like that, which I kind of figured I was missing one there. And then, let's see. Oh, this other piece goes on the back here, I think. Actually, this whole apparatus, I think, is messed up. Let's start that part over. I see what I've done. It wasn't as bad as I thought. Okay, and that goes on like so. Ta-da! And I'm just going to put this piece, let's see, right here. Little creative license there. And there's our NASA rover, our Mars rover. Just like so. How beautiful is that? Man, I love it. I love this particular set. Now, I say that about a lot of Lego sets, I know. But this one I'm particularly fond of. I love that it has this little terrain piece that it maneuvers over, that independent suspension. What's up, Parallax? Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm just finishing up the Mars rover, the Mars Curiosity Rover set. We're going to set that off to the side, and I was going to show folks my the AT-AT. It's all disassembled right now, but the disassembled AT-AT that I purchased yesterday, along with, so I bought for 40 bucks an incomplete AT-AT, and then this Imperial assault carrier, which drops little TIE fighters. It came with 2 of the 4 TIE fighters it was supposed to, but this was kind of a secondary set as far as I was concerned. I wasn't super interested in it, but I always wanted to have a Lego AT-AT, and I paid 40 bucks for both of these. And with shipping and everything, all the pieces that I needed from the AT-AT, that's going to run me about 20 bucks. So I still feel like I'm way ahead. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with this big hunk of gray plastic just yet, but I'll get something figured out. We'll take it apart and see how complete or incomplete it is. But let me show you all these pieces that I have from this. We just basically disassembled the whole thing, and then went through the instructions and marked down all the pieces that we may need. And when we were done, we actually had a little bag full of pieces that they go somewhere, but we apparently didn't get them bagged up properly. But so that's my AT-AT. One of these days, once I get all of the pieces and whatnot for it, I will build this for everyone here on the brick box. So let's move on to our Women of NASA set. Let me bring those instructions up. The instructions up in the upper left corner is, of course your bag would be on top. All right, so let's move over to my Women of NASA set here. This is a new little setup I have here in the upper corner where I have the instruction manual. I know a lot of folks like to follow along, so hopefully that will help. It'll help me as well because I can see the instructions on a screen and I don't have to worry about all this darn glare that that comes off of the thing with all these lights here. And it's very taxing on my eyes, so this is fantastic. Also, our brand new subscriber palace that April built for us here in the box. 3 subscribers already, not too shabby, I don't think. If you would like to hit that subscribe button and support JB's Brick Box, I will build you a custom Unikitty or Puppycorn and get you put into the palace. And hopefully this palace will grow over time and all that neat stuff. But anyway, we're going to set that off to the side. That's enough self-promotion for now. The Unikingdom, as April likes to call it. Okay. So, first things first. This manual goes through a bunch of the history of each of the ladies who are featured here Sally Ride, Nancy Grace Roman, Mae Jamison. And this is, I believe, the designer, the fan designer, and then the Lego designers. Our fancy little guy here separating out all of his bricks. I'm ready for it to be bigger as well. I'm ready to fill that guy up and just keep on adding to it. And I'm so grateful for all the support I've gotten here on this corner of Twitch. It's wonderful. I could not be any happier. Anyway, let's get this bag open and start building, huh? You guys didn't come here to listen to me yap about subscribing and all that neat stuff. It is wonderful, but we're here to build. So let's build. Okay. Heads are going to roll, folks. Get it? Hey, there's one of those gray 2x4 plates or 2x3 plates that we were looking for yesterday. Or 3x4 plates we were looking for yesterday. April. There's one. Ta-da! In the NASA set. That was one of the many pieces that were missing from my AT-AT when I purchased it. And not that I was surprised. I asked the seller ahead of time if there were any pieces missing, and he assured me that yes, indeed, there were some pieces missing. I think he may have understated how many pieces were missing, but that's okay because I'm happy because I have a Lego AT-AT and I didn't have that before. So, boom. And it's one of the original AT-ATs. So, well, I didn't think I was buying it from a kid until I got there, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I think it was his grandson actually. My grandson's selling it, so you can talk to him." And then I felt bad because I feel like, well, at the time I felt like I was ripping him off with the amount that I was paying for what I got. But then with all the pieces that were missing and with how much work went into putting everything back together and getting everything set up, I stopped feeling bad about it pretty darn quick. So here we are building Margaret Hamilton. She has two faces, one nice and smiley. Come on, camera. Help me out here. There we go. One nice and smiley face. And then one just kind of a normal. Hey, look at me. I am a woman of NASA. There's her hair. Now she can stand over here and watch as we build. She can stand over here next to the Curiosity Rover. Okay. So those should hang off one. And then we have these 1x3s that go in the back, just like so. That, and then a 1x4, which is right here. I do know that, and if you want me to spend $75 at Lego.com on Star Wars stuff, and hopefully get that Hoth thing, I will gladly give you a box or a cart with 75 bucks in it, and we'll go from there. Because the other set that I wanted is also on a very good sale there. That is the Battle on Starkiller Base. So. Put $75 in a cart and see if that Hoth set is still available. If it is, we'll get something set up and we'll get that ordered. My guess is that they're sold out of that set, but maybe Lego actually came through this time and had enough through the entire promotion. I know that in years past that has been a huge issue with them not having enough supply to cover the amount of stuff that they needed, the number of people who were on and wanted those special sets. What they have last year, the minifigure sets, and they were sold out entirely in like no time at all. Let's see. Oh, that stinks. But if you put $75 in, is the Hoth set available still? Because if the Hoth set isn't available, then I'd rather save that money and we'll get those things later. Okay. And from here, two and three. Clean Lego is happy Lego. Okay, well, no big deal. We'll save that money. We will save that money. All right, there's our little... I wish I understood what was going on this particular chart here. But I'm sure it has something to do with Ms. Margaret Hamilton. All right, so that's going to clip onto the back like so. That'll be the backdrop of our little diorama here. And now it's time for her infamous stack of books. So let's build. One, two, three, and then science is exactly right. So much doggone science. Love it. Okay, so now that we've got that book tower set, we're going to put that on like so. Boom. We'll build a little coat rack over here. Like so. And last but not least, her little placard to indicate who she is and her. They have her standing here next to the books like so, but you can always have her posing like she is in her photo with all of those books like so. And I kind of like that better. I kind of like that pose much better. It never ceases to amaze me how awesome these little Lego pieces. Let me show you the actual photo of Margaret Hamilton with her books. If you haven't, if you're not familiar, that's what it looks like right there. All right, come on, camera. There's text on the screen. Focus on it. My camera is not very cooperative. Anyway, there we are. Okay, next up, we're going to build, this is Sally Ride and Mae Jemison. What says no? Oh, the camera does say no. Yes. That camera says no a lot. Alrighty, this is Mae Jemison here. I'm going to put her nice smiley face on. She has this haircut right here. Here's where she looks. Oh, look, focused right in on that. There's her super smile, and then she has a more reserved, happy face right there. Ta-da! She can stand over here with Margaret, and now we're going to build Sally Ride. All of these are simple, super simple minifigure builds. They don't have accessories or anything. I don't believe. Oh, sorry, Sally Ride has a camera. I love how when you hold the camera up with a Lego minifigure face, or with a Lego minifigure, it actually lines up with their eye through the thing. It's you probably can't even see it through there, but it lines directly up with their eye. I think it's awesome. I think a lot of this stuff is awesome. Sorry. Okay, I need Sally's hair. There it is. And there we have it. There's Sally Ride. Minifigure form. She'll stand over here with Miss Jemison. And let's get to building. Miss Jemison also has a helmet. That she can hold. Or have on her face, on her head, just in case she's heading out to space. Alrighty. Next up, we're going to add these two angled pieces on like so. If you're just now tuning in, I am building the Women of NASA set. We're on the second portion of it, which includes Mae Jemison and Sally Ride. We're going to just continue on. Just keep building, just keep building. Focus again. Okay. And down we go. Let's try this again. Now it's overdoing the focus thing where it doesn't want to focus on the things down here. All right. Still out of focus? All right, yep. Let me cover entirely. There we go. Now we should be back in business. There we go. Okay, cool. Now we know that that's a thing that works. Okay. Let's get back to building. Sorry about all that, folks. Try to run a semi-professional stream here. Alrighty. That's the base, and then we'll add in these upper portions here, here, and here. That goes back like so. Oops. Get back on there. We're going to build a nice tiny little rocket ship here. Okay. Moving on. That goes in there like so. Yeah, that's really cool. These two rounded clip pieces. Oh, they're the fastener pieces. Look at that, it's already starting to look like a spaceship. Spaceship! Oh, okay, that's there. Alrighty. Turn that over and we're going to build a wing. Like so. And that guy builds right under here. Is that right? No, that's not right. None of that's right. Like that. Now we'll build the other side. And that'll go right in like so. Looking pretty space shuttle-y. Looking more and more space shuttle-y as we progress through here. showing those should go a little bit further up. Oh, yeah, that makes much more sense. Much more sense. Okay, and then these guys go here and here to hold everything in place. Ah, that looks much better. Turn it over. We're going to add 2 of these jumper pieces. Don't mind me. I'm just breaking Lego. 2 jumper pieces. One's going to go there, and one... Did I lose that jumper when I did? Nope, it's right here. Cool. Wait a second. Oh, I see. Cockpit. Ta-da. 1 and 2. And both of these guys face outward like so. And just keep building, just keep building. And now, and that cool tail fin on the back there. Alrighty, we're going to build 3 little exhaust things for back here. There's 1, 2, and 3. How cool is that? Beautiful. Now let's build. Now we're going to build some boosters, booster rockets here. Actually, we just get the 1 booster rocket. I don't know why I thought this had 2, but it only has a representation for 1, and that is perfectly acceptable. We can build 2 of these. Here's 1. And 2. That's why I thought there were 2. There's 2 of these guys. Get on there, and we'll put that guy back, and we'll carry on. Awesome. Alrighty. Next, we will attach that to the bottom of our rocket ship, of our shuttle. It's a rocket ship. Listen to me. just like so. And then this whole get-up attaches right to the little table piece. Sorry about that, that was noisy. Attaches right to our table piece that's on our little diorama. How awesome. I love that. Alrighty, we're going to put Sally Ride over on this side. Put Mae Jemison over on this side. Let them stand in front of their rocket ship, their shuttle. And that's how that section looks, with the people on it and everything. Nice big smiles all around. What a beautiful little build. That was fun. I'm going to set her over here, set these two ladies over here with Margaret. I'm going to try to get those in frame a little bit. And then last but not least, we have Nancy Roman. And she's in this set right here. Oops. Almost had a hollow stud get away from me. Bag goes off to the side there. If you are just joining me, I'm building the Women of NASA set. Thank you so much for being here. It is always wonderful to have folks here watching and supporting the Brick Box. If you want to say hello, you're welcome to do so. If you haven't followed yet, feel free to do that. If you like what you see here, of course. If you don't, then, well, I'm glad you stopped by. I've got links to social media down below, so you can follow me on over on Instagram. You can contact me anytime through Instagram. Love to hear from folks whenever I can. And then each of my sets will get archived onto YouTube. Okay. I suppose I could have built Nancy first, but that's all right. We'll build her. We'll build her afterward. Oh, that's right. That's a weird piece that just sort of sits in there. I remember that from the first time I built this. And then that gets held into place with this red piece here, which is also weird because it is also not really attached to anything on this side. Oh, I guess it's attached on the top there. We're good. Okay. I'll stop complaining. Nobody wants to hear me complain. Okay. Put in 2 studs to flank this little clip piece here. And then that one goes across like so, and then boom, this one goes across like so. Finish off the little platform there. And add this in right like that. This is going to hold our satellite up. Beautiful little spacescape there. This is the least cooperative camera. A little trash can piece is part of this whole setup here. I think it's a rather perfect representation. Alrighty, these two go on here, and these little fancy quarter round pieces go just like so. And that will clip onto this upper portion of this trash can, just like so. Add these arm pieces throughout. Oops, actually we need arm pieces on either side, and then this pan piece on the top, like so. I always call it a pan piece. I don't know what it's actually called, but it looks like a little pan, a little like frying pan. Don't worry, camera. Nobody wanted to see that anyway. Alrighty, moving on. Add these two solar arrays onto these clips like so. Oops. The clutch power on this trash can piece is not great. Okay, and we add this down in here. And then that whole apparatus goes in here like so. Yeah, those are around, so they're a little bit more visible from the front. Forgot a piece in there. Sorry, folks. And now we're going to build Nancy. Get her nice big smile there. There she is. Pretty necklace on. A little bit of printing on the back. Not much, but it's nice. And she will stand just like so in front of her little board there. And there's our final build from this particular set of sets. Nope, no camera? Okay, fine. You win. You win, camera. Alright, we'll set that off to the side. We've also made Margaret Hamilton and then Sally Ride and Mae Jemison, or Jemison rather. Beautiful. Earlier, we made the Curiosity Rover, which I've expressed is among my absolute favorite builds to make out of Lego. Love this guy. I love how accurate it is to the actual rover up on Mars right now. If you haven't checked it out, go do so. I love how the wheels are nice and independent. A little equipment there to scan the ground for minerals and stuff like that. Look up. He's looking at you as you're looking at him. Ta-da. All right. So let's set that back off to the side. Another thing we got to do tonight is we got to add 2 subscribers to the Unikitty Palace, the Unikitty Sub Palace, which is awesome. You subscribe to JB's Brick Box, and I will build you a custom Unikitty or Puppycorn right here on the channel for everyone. Sorry about that. But we'd sure love to add some more folks here to the Unikitty Palace, the Unikitty Sub Palace. Unikitty Kingdom, I believe, is what April called it. She's the one who designed it, so I suppose she gets to name it. What is going on, Darkside? Are you okay over there? Anyway. Oh, wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I don't know if I'm going to get that set or not. I saw a couple of videos of it. It is much bigger than it appears in person. It is, or it appears on the thing. I'm going to go ahead and remove these instructions. We don't need those up there anymore. And I'll wrap a little bit with you still. So, yeah, I was thinking about getting it. I'm not sure. I may consider starting, once I get a little bit more support on the channel, buying the sets, and then you know, for some of the larger sets like that I may not necessarily have the room to display, I will auction them off, put them up on eBay or whatever, and then make a little bit of that money back, or maybe more of that money back. I don't know. We'll see. Anywho, so there's our Sub Palace there. I believe on Wednesday, this is the tentative plan. Speaking of Star Wars, I believe the plan on Wednesday is going to be to build this Y-Wing. It's not the huge UCS Y-Wing, but it is a Y-Wing nonetheless. It is a beautiful Y-Wing. And, yep, 3 more. 3 on the Unikingdom. It's awesome. Thank you so much. I mean, I know it gets tiresome probably to hear thank you so often, but I have been really, really happy with the response that I've had so far here, and it's beautiful. You have that Y-Wing. It looks like an awesome build. I tried to build a little bit on Saturday for May the 4th for Star Wars Day, but I was on for a half hour or so. Really didn't have a whole lot of folks on, and I figured since I have so many people that like to tune in to watch me build those larger sets, I figured I would hold off on it, and so I will build that on Wednesday. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Oh, Wi-Fi keyboard is messing up on you? Okay, so, anywho, I'm delighted beyond words at the reception that I've gotten here on Twitch. It's been wonderful. You guys have been wonderful. Everybody in the brick building community has been wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All of the raids, all of the support, all of the shout outs, all of everything has just made this a wonderful, wonderful journey. I've heard from a lot of folks, Darkside, that they like to just kind of have it on in the background and listen to me talk, which is, you know, a little weird, but I understand that it's a fun thing to listen to, and it's truly amazing to see everything that happens here on Twitch, to see all of the wonderful people, and to meet other people. You know, I have maybe one other person at work who enjoys brick building, and you know only so much you can talk to one other person, but on here you can talk to everybody. All the people in this community are love bricks as much, if not more, than I do, and it's really nice to be a part of this community. And I hope that I add to this community. I hope that I help it grow, and thank you all so much for your support. I wish I had more stuff to talk about or to do tonight. I've gotten through everything, And you know, and a special shout out to April. She's the reason that all of this exists. She's the reason that this is here on Twitch and not over on YouTube. She's the reason that that these sets were all disassembled and bagged beautifully for me to reassemble them. And it's just great. And we have a trip coming up here later this month. I'm going to try to come up with some ways to continue with the stream. They'll probably be much shorter while we're away, but you know, right now we don't, because we have this trip coming up. I'd like to save as much money as possible for the trip, and you know, I wouldn't like to go out on the trip and say, oh, we can't buy that because I've got all this Lego at home. There'll be time to get these Lego sets later, and if not, no big deal. There's going to be more. So anyway, thank you everybody for joining me. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for following me and supporting what I do. I try to provide what I can here, and I'm grateful. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up for now. I've got to get to bed because 4:30 in the morning is going to come awful quick. So thank you so much. I will be back Wednesday night, same time, 8:30 Central Time, and I will build this Y-wing. I'm going to start it, and I'm going to get through it. And yes, let's go hang out with BTB and show him some love. Let's get some raid going. Everybody head over there and check him out. He's got a great channel as well. And thanks again for being here tonight. You guys are awesome. Don't let anybody tell you any different. Don't let anyone treat you any different. Thank you so much for being here, and have a great night.